our final moments here. Here it comes. No Jawns 5 Grand Finals coming at you. MPG on winner's side, Aloe on losers, starting off on small battlefield to start. Obviously, MPG going to rely on those projectiles. That is the bread and butter of Mega Man. That's why MPG is known far and wide, not even in just Pennsylvania, but in Tri-State. Aloe, all too wise for it as well, being a veteran of our top 3 PR in Philadelphia. At least in the past year or so. Toe-to-toe matchup so far. MPG trying to play that faraway game, and Aloe nickel and diming here, but not getting, what they expect us to get rolling started just yet for themselves. And with that Crash Bomb assistance, first big swing in momentum right now is in MPG's corner. Speaking of corners, they both go back to their own corners as they try to get their cuts looked at, and they have their coaches squirting them down with water. Basically a round 2 scenario in a boxing match. And right now, Zelda being the worst for wear of the 2 competitors in that boxing ring. And just being stifled so hard by the most minimalist object in the pellets. Just being rapid, small and weak punches, but they are so rapid that they are just enough to mitigate the advances of the Phantasm and the Zelda. And I believe he had one conversion that led to a confirm into a flash kick, which was I was about to say, which is why we see the stock so even, or the percentages so even. But now stock claims for MPG. Aloe looking to find a way in, but again, Crash Bomb applied, down air struck, and back air finding every single hit on the mark. 61 damage just throttled onto Aloe here. Aloe with ledge control, however. Quickly reversed from a shielding Zelda. And again, realizing he is fully in the driver's seat, backs away, knows what he's doing, knows he can play the long game. They are just trading shots back and forth on shield. Aloe coming up after the ballerina act that was those interactions, with the opportunity to claim MPG's first stock here. Has him pinned to the ledge in the skies, has him questioning when he was going to land, and he's like, oh yeah, I have Leaf Shield. And then just lands. pretty scot-free there. Pops away from the pressure, and again, a single tack of that pellet hit shuts down Phantasm, shuts down any potential advances from the Zelda after calling up Phantasm. But a weaker Phantasm, maybe that's the key, being a lot more quicker, and in more scenarios where he has control of stage, he can go for the full charge one instead. But in terms of when he needs them right away, maybe, it's not going to send the Mega Man out as farther than he would like, but it's just going to be enough of that stifle that Aloe needs going forward. Because right now, it is just, if you were to chart out this match and see who was stifling the most, obviously MPG would be the one that would be tagged along with that hallmark right there. And again, another stifling measure, at least in the up-close interactions, was that Leaf Shield, and this beautiful string was off the back of that Leaf Shield. I think it was Leaf Shield into Jump Dare into Fair, or something like that. Still just making up, strings and making us, in this 7 or 8 years that we've had Smash Ultimate, still ponder, wait, he can do that as that character? Almost had the read on the air dodge, but just gets the flash kick, though, off the back end of it. I was going to expect an up air, but can't find the solo flash kick, and he didn't fall too far, but still, he gave up stage control. Leaf Shield going to push him off to that ledge, and now back air going to send him to the complete opposite ledge, and same story being told despite that. Aloe fighting back to get back to stage, shielding through, dash attack, going to cut through the advances. Metal Blade and Bear going to correct the record right back for MPG. Dash attack in, Phantasm, full charge, sends MPG jumping yet again. Once more into the breach of this mid to close game. Gotta be careful. It's the play for Aloe, who has stage control, and Phantasm fully charged. Not close enough to run in with Zelda at the percentages, and the extension on the Flame Blade off the Phantasm hit will give first marks here for MPG. And again, Aloe, much like I'm sure any player out here, just finding it so difficult to get around the pellet and the nickel and dime and flowing nature that Mega Man provides MPG here. Really has to find a tiny flaw in the armor that is MPG's advances here. We'll see if it'll happen in this round. These early interactions, MPG, again, put the metal to the metal and apply the early aggression. Nehru's Love on the inner, I do actually kind of like that. It's both a reflector and a multi-hit. So if you're getting, you know, if you're getting a lot of aggression with an up-close Mega Man, maybe mashing Nehru's Love, I mean, it does leave you vulnerable if it whiffs, but it is a multi-hit, and if they're attacking you that close up, it could provide enough coverage. But he has to get back to main stage of all things to get back. Down smash is going to leave MPG so vulnerable to a confirmed flash kick. Another Flame Blade. Early damage was already, early aggression rather, was applied from MPG, which is why we're seeing, even though the flash kick came in, MPG still had enough damage applied and enough to claim that first round. Metal Blade game started to show up there, but MPG having to walk back to it. Both players not finding it as it disappears, but still doing a lot more for MPG's mid game is that Metal Blade right now. Din's fire missing the mark because Aloe was popped in the shield. Aloe with an opportunity right now. Chose to go mid, but MPG went high. Full charge Phantasm. Second time around, will take him off of the back of Rush and supplant him firmly in that blast zone. Let's see what Aloe can do. At least on stock claims, he's gaining momentum. Carrying the Metal Blade. Nehru's Love working out. But there comes those Zare drop combos of that Metal Blade, and MPG is very much known for is the nicer of the two terms I could use, but a down smash again. First time not working on that left side, left him vulnerable. Second time finally finding the mark. And corrects the record yet again, says that, no, I'm supposed to have a stock advantage against you, Aloe, so we'll see what Aloe can do to even things back up here. Dodges the dare, gets around fair and bear as well. Can we see the full aerial toolkit? Leave shield being sent out. Shielding very effectively against those pellets. But back air will give MPG enough time to call out Metal Blade and play whatever faraway game he wants. And actually feints with that faraway game, runs up close, gets a grab. A little bit of a mistiming there on the ledge guard, gives Aloe opportunity, finds an up air off of a, I believe, sour spot fair. And the elevator gonna take him one step to the floor that he needs, one step closer to that victory floor. We'll see if Aloe can climb back on this percentage deficit. Dodging the double up tilt. Crash bomb applied, but Aloe sneaks by it. Up air is a brunt of damage. Calls out Phantasm, advances forward, Metal Blade on platform. Gets back to mid, second time around on Metal Blade, call out, grabs it through the skies, but MPG jumps in. Snaps the ledge, very nice of that up B there for Aloe. Fighting so hard to get back to main stage. Pellets doesn't get the stifle hit on platform, and that shield is so low from the tornado hold. Phantasm extension, but great timing on the shield there from MPG. Able to get around both the shield call out and the potential throw of it. Backs away after the double down tilt, finds purchase with shield. Calls out Phantasm, goes the other way. Opportunity here for MPG with leaf shield in tow. Had to be sent out, and Aloe's time to strike wasn't out, but watch that blast of that crash bomb. Had to land on platform before the up air came out. Elevator will take it. Yes, it will. Aloe puts one on the board. Unbelievable fortitude there from Aloe. But to be, again, a top 3 Philly PR contender for the past year or 2 years or so, and fighting through the dregs of losers, you have to have fortitude to make a mark like that. Finally proves that the god of MPG can bleed. Let's see if he can take down the god of our tournament today. As we get round 3 rolling right here, right now. PS2. Going to be the rubber match, and a huge momentum statement here for one of these two players. Opportunity and an SD, unfortunate. A miscalculation of when Aloe was going to throw out that dare spike attempt. Let's see what the Crash Bomb can do, and what the entirety of Mega Man can do essentially, with now MPG on a very unexpected stock disadvantage. You see Aloe being very much cavalier. Right now it's not fighting him so far, but a blink and you'll miss it applied about 40 damage or so. And very swiftly does MPG snag the momentum, at least of these 3 stocks to 2 situations. Snags the momentum of such going into his back pocket. Finds connection though with the flash kick, and the up air takes it away 3-1, much like he did against Houdini. Says that this is what happens when Delaware comes to Philly. 3-1 stock situations. That's what you can expect when you cross that border, says Aloe. Flash kick, why not? It's a sour spot, but still. Seeing if Unk still got it, essentially. Or would that be Auntie, because it's Zelda? I think it would be Auntie. Phantasm going to provide some sharp coverage. That's why MPG went off stage entirely to try to combat Zelda. Metal Blade just getting beautifully defensively weighted out on, before a final forward smash takes it away from Aloe's 3-1 advantage, now 2-1. What's going to be the answer right here, right now? Back air. Pushes Zelda out, MPG. Opportunity to try to snipe the blink and you'll miss it recovery of that up B. Not finding purchase just yet. Weak Phantasm again just keeps MPG at bay. The weak Phantasm still has its uses. Metal Blade in tow in the hands of Aloe. Sends it to the skies as he fights back to main stage. Great weight. Not a full trump air, and another flash kick. Not going to do it. The heavier side of Mega Man showing its ugly head, at least from Aloe's side right now. Do not jump. Aloe finally learning from his interactions with Mega Man and Fox. Learns not to jump away from that tornado hold. Has to get back to main stage. Shields through a forward smash. Sour spot Shoryu. Backs away from any sort of pressure because, again, he knows it's a 1 stock situation. Now it is a 1-all situation as that Flame Blade finds connection. That 83% is enough done. Is the damage done on this Mega Man? much time calling out this Phantasm, and one up tilt conversion into an up air. And now Aloe, unexpectedly, with the way that MPG was rolling in that round one, unexpectedly is now in a reset situation, facing down our #1 seed right now. It does not get any better than this, folks. If you are a fan of anything Tri-State Philly Smash, please share this out, because this, I'm feeling it, is going to be one for the ages. Please. With the way that Aloe has fought back, potentially forced this reset round, the way that MPG has been adapting, he's getting signs of aggression here and there, but Aloe just being the brighter flame as of right now in this first set. It is going to be one for the storybooks, at least for Philadelphia Smash, if not Tri-State, and definitely one for no Jawns here. Round 4 running right back to PS2, nickel and diming, footsie gameplay, and MPG looking to even up on percentages here. Does so with a little advancement with that heavy, with the metal blade, which is why Aloe had to pull away and get some backup here with the Phantasm as we go back to mid to close stage, or interactions rather. Begins fire, and again MPG falling off stage just, you know, haphazardly there. A couple Zair drops, great Nehru's Love to redirect it. Both waiting for a fair attempt there, and even though with Sour Spot, Aloe finding his mark there with his fair dash attack. Very, very effective for the approaching grounded Mega Man. Shielding through Leap Blade. Fantastic breaking up the Crash Bomb. Tornado hold redirected by Nehru's Love. They have each other's books learned down pat. Dodges the dare. MPG fighting back. Reset back to neutral. Metal Blade in Zelda's hands. Phantasm called out. What's the approach option? It is nothing, as the forward smash into fair will give advantage for MPG's first hopes here to force us to this potential Game 5. Dodging the up air. Has to get a lot of extra credit. And with Zelda backpedaling on ledge, no, again, dash attack proving so effective on Mega Man's advancement on the ground, where the Zelda can get something started themselves off the dash attack. And again, a redirection of the Leaf Shield because of Nehru's Love. Elevator not going to take, but still a bold statement from Aloe, still saying, yeah, I can still do this. What's the option here as Mega Man and MPG hopping from platform to platform, being so weary of when they're going to get back on main stage and try to get any sort of control, but the upswing of the Phantasm Sword finally going to seal the deal on Mega Man's first stock. MPG again resorting to his more aggressive earlier playstyle on his fresher percents. Being cut short because Metal Blade was stifled a little bit. Cut short with a nair from the Zelda. Aloe still, however, being tagged, but rolling in. You had to see the Crash Bomb attached to your opponent, and a roll in was ill-advised because it led to the combo string that led to the combo setup that led to the confirm into that flash kick, and another stock claim going the way of Aloe. He is one stock away from resetting the board, one stock away from forcing MPG into loser's side, and one stock away from making it another uphill battle for MPG to claim 3 rounds that he needs. MPG doing pretty good, keeping himself comparatively and relatively clean. But again, another Phantasm just shuts me up. Half of the damage that was already applied. It was about 24, it was about 40-something, now 50, 84, back air finally sealing the deal. And now I was like, yeah, I respect it, you got that one. Let's see if, just berserk damage. Great use of the down air. It didn't get the lock that MPG was expecting, but it was a big amount of damage with nowhere to run to on that platform from MPG. He is throwing everything at the wall, seeing what sticks, but everything is blowing in the wind of that up B. Aloe sealing the 3-0 victory away from MPG and forcing us into our grand final reset round. And now that the damage has been done, and now he knows that Aloe has put on some damage, now MPG doesn't have to pressure himself with getting a first round of Grand Finals victory. See if he has a little bit more breathing room to really hallmark what makes his Mega Man so feared. Or will Aloe be gaining enough momentum to take it away? Again, from our last Delawarean today. Going to small battlefield to start off this reset round. Much more pulled in than PS2, but bigger platforms. And relatively same blast zones in correlation to where the main stage and platforms are. So it's really going to come down to who gets more pressure up close and personal, which is why we see both players, much like MPG in that last round of our first Grand Final sets, is throwing everything into the wall, or into the wind, and trying to apply that early pressure and early momentum, trying to get it in their pocket. And after a relatively, I keep using that word a lot, but they are toe-to-toe, so it's relatively even in terms of percents. MPG had an opportunity on ledge guard, but it swiftly went back to Aloe. And first stop claim going to Aloe, but do not expect this Zelda potentially to go for much longer, because Zelda's off ledge on the back pedal, and MPG is just flooding this right side with a bunch of attacks. Try to go for a trump, but a little too early. Zelda's got some ground game yet again. Phantasm putting in the work, making sure those borders of the Hyrule Kingdom are advancing for Zelda and away from the basically the constructs that we found in the more recent Zelda games in Mega Man, if I had any sort of comparison for it. See what the answer is as MPG goes from top platform and tries to fall underneath it. Aloe just walks away. You know, and he has the stock advantage and 75 applied, which is pretty big. Especially one, like I said, so practice in the Zelda confirms. They know exactly what to go for and at what percents to go for. Cutting through the Phantasm before it was called out is that forward smash. PG finally takes a stock. Sour spot up air. Gonna send himself careening a little bit, but he does get back to main stage. Trying to find his way in for those up-close interactions where he gets the brunt of his damage. Again, you can nickel and dime as much as you want, but the brunt of the damage has to be done with Mega Man, and so far, we are still lacking on that front. MPG still lacking on trying to get up close and in control against that Zelda. Has an opportunity right now, however. Pinned the platform, and we're seeing a whole bunch of tornado holds. Down air, just finding connection with shield. Second down air, finding the skull of Zelda. Phantasm being weak. MPG has a little more time to move in. Going through with Bear and evening things up. Very nice equalizer there from MPG. Not to be outdone just yet. Leaf Blade with nowhere to run to, going to get every ounce of damage they can out of it. Down throw, very nice raw bear off the back of that throw. Stifling with the pellets again from the lead up from Aloe. Phantasm called out, but MPG hopped the platform where Zelda was just above, or underneath rather. Led to that up tilt, and MPG retreating, at least for now. Popping away from both Dinfire and Phantasm. Going in with the slide to cut short the early Phantasm call out. Again, platform pressure applied with Tornado Hold. There's a reason that it's a menace, both in the from Airman and the Mega Man X games. I mean, there's a whole song about it, Airman Gatao Senai. And right now, it's MPG Gatao Senai right now. MPG sending out with Flame Blade. Will Aloe get back? Double hit. Can't get anything started. Wow! Air dodge down to the main stage to get just any semblance of ground control. If it's just, you know, a millimeter. But she is a princess. She can make whole countries out of a little bit of territory. But not before hopping into the skies. MPG finally edges one out against Aloe with the momentum he's had. First blood, at least for this reset round, again going the way of MPG, but look out for the bounce back. I'm sure Aloe's not done just yet. Warming his hands up. Really has to be on point with everything being thrown at MPG. Really pondering what his game plan is going to be. And it is a hop right back to small battlefield. So adaptation is going to be the name of the game from one round to the next here for Aloe. And very early getting a strong hit slash kick there. Working out for the early interactions. Aloe finding the brunt of the control off of him. What's the play here? Up air. Just missing the mark on second option of up air. Phantasm weak. I mean, yeah, he had to call it out pretty quickly because Mega Man was up close and personal. Now the stronger one, the one that has more survivability and more of a knockback, is not going to find the mark. But nope, if the soldiers can't get it done, just rely on Princess Zelda to get it done out in the field. She is a princess that gets the job done on her own most of the time in these newer Zelda games, and rightly so. We all saw that new Dynasty Warriors-like game that came out on the Switch. She has those new light powers that even excel Sonya and Rauru back in the day. So she's getting the job done herself right now. And MPG looking to find their way in. Aloe bobbing and weaving, both with Phantasm and just simple retreating as well. Just what right there. Even it was just a early call out of the Phantasm, but he knew to back away from the pressure once MPG decided, okay, now's my time to move in. He's like, all right, I'm going to move out. He has the stock lead. He knows exactly when to strike and can control the flow of game state to lend to those efforts of striking when he wants to. And strike he has. Tilt attack. Coming in. Pivot grab, back throw. Not going to seal the deal, but we were all... I was questioning it for half a second there. So if it refreshes, we'll probably see another one go the way. There it is. And with the jab applied and, you know, up throw of all things, going to take out the second stock. Another 3-1 stock scenario for Aloe. Maybe she can get it done. Finally claims first stock with Bear. What's going to be the lead-in? Crash Bomb into Bear. Good thing started. Tries to go for Shield Break Shoryu. But that leaves you vulnerable, and if it doesn't find the mark, Aloe, you know, being so quick with their practice combos, if you give them all the time in the world, they can do whatever they want. And yet again, just applied enough damage with another flash kick, just keeping things up on percentages, but quick to reverse the tables in that regard. MPG walking from mid to right, applied damage all the way across that distance. Not letting up, right to left, coast to coast. Can we see a stock claim? When MPG really needs it, goes in with down air. Everything missing the mark for Aloe. Goes in with smash attack, the Metal Blade. Metal Blade yet again. Bear will take it in another 1-all situation. Again, Aloe just quickly turn the accelerators on almost had a potential round ender there. MPG thanking that he's still alive right now, has a second opportunity. Elevatoring away, but no bigger punish than one hit of Bear, unfortunately for MPG. But he still has Zelda relegated to this right side, able to dodge the dare attempt. But right now, he is gaining momentum pretty quickly. He is pushing this Zelda where MPG wants her to be. He is moving in when MPG wants to move in. He has put Aloe on the back pedal on this left side, or this right side. Sour spot down smash. Had an opportunity there, and he jumps and takes it away. Aloe has not learned his lesson and jumps in the tornado hold. Takes it away, potentially, from Aloe, and forces us to an essentially best-of-3 set for our last set of the night. I told you it's going to be good, folks. I told you to tune in and share it out. It is a battle of attrition, but both of these characters, Zelda being a princess, knows all about war, and then Mega Man, he's got a ton of games, and he knows how to conserve his stamina for those wars of attrition. So he knows how to carry it out when it needs it the most, and it is an uphill battle from the start button press, essentially, of our first set. And it might be because I haven't had anything to eat just yet, but I'm starting to feel lightheaded from how this War of Attrition is playing out right now, so. Let's see what the option is. Moving in. Metal Blade in the hands of MPG, so he can't utilize it. Left him, Pellets basically alone, because the call-out of the Leaf Shield is a little lengthier than most. And then once that, you know, he said, I can do it even without Metal Blade at some points. Had Crash Bomb, he had Pellets, he had Leaf Blade, or Leaf Shield rather. Get my Pokemon terminology confused with my Mega Man terminology. But at the end of the day, 114 to 83 right now. Aloe redirects with Nehru's Love, but is it too little too late for control? No, again, the blink, and you'll miss it. Solo confirm into that flash kick will give the surprise advantage to Aloe. And at 140, yeah, it was going to take out whether Aloe jumped or not. So, 2 stocks apiece. And Aloe getting an up air after that pseudo string off that platform, looking for the stifling hit of that dare. But great response there from MPG. Double fair into Rar Bear. Both reset back to neutral. Both they said, all right, we both got some pretty good strings. Let's find out what the game plan is now. MPG just can't get around these up airs. Aloe throwing him out at the right moments when MPG's landing on main stage or sharking through platform. And again, just going full commit with that forward smash leaves him so vulnerable to another solo flash kick confirm. Aloe has yet again taken control. MPG has an opportunity to equalize yet again. Misses the mark with fair off of that Zare blade drop. Phantasm and the down tilt not finding their marks. Nair off the jump will, however, Phantasm second time around backing up, looking for a connection off of either tilt or a flash kick. None so for either attempts. And a back air yet again will take Aloe's second stock. Aloe, again, seemingly on fresh stocks, much like MPG. Really tries to apply the early pressure, tries to get the momentum in their corner off of the refresh of that Halo platform. 122 damage applied. I'd say he did so very effectively right now. MPG is looking to find his way around the serpentine-like pressure. And again, the feint of the Phantasm leads to another solo flash kick confirm. I think all 3 stocks were off solo flash kick confirms in that round. And Aloe keeps his hopes alive there going into this round 4.
Stop battle.
Can Aloe put this to a game 5, or will the record be set from what our first set should have been? We'll find out. If MPG's got enough in the tanks and Zelda's got enough infantry, essentially, to back her up. Very pivotal round 4. Small battlefield yet again being the pick. And early interactions, I was about to say going MPG's way, but look out off the back of a Nehru's Love of all things. Forced MPG off that the ledge scenario and quick pull out of the leaf shield. Going to keep him, in terms of the skin of the matchup, going to be all right there. All right, what's the answer here? Both going back and forth. Careful. Zelda surviving that tornado hold. Not likely to do it again. Flame Blade going to send Aloe to the right instead of the top left zone. And a bear not going to do it. Great DI and hop to the... whoa! Surviving by the skin of the teeth of the diagonal of the blast zone. And off the back of it had the wherewithal to get the elevator hit that snagged the first stock claim away from MPG, even though he answers tit for tat there. But if you thought with how MPG was snagging this momentum away from Aloe, if Aloe didn't have anything left in the tanks, hold on to your britches, because Aloe is not done yet. Bear coming in, dash attack missing the mark though. Gives Aloe new life in terms of stage control. Can he take down this Mega Man right now? Has the wherewithal to throw out Nehru's Love, but they were weak pellets and he didn't send out just far enough as Aloe was expecting. Finds connection off of a pseudo string with that up air. That blast radius and that damage has been a thorn in MPG's side both sets here. Up tilt missing the mark. Solo flash kick yet again. MPG survives this time, however. Phantasm backing up the Queen, second time around, and Din's Fire, the full toolkit of Zelda, showing up for the Princess. Will it be the victory that the Princess needs to win the war? Or has enough damage been done to the tired efforts of Aloe here? Good string there from MPG. Stocks again tell a different story, but he is fully in control in the momentum of the game. Phantasm from off stage being a deterrent from a character that is off stage, let alone Mega Man, is kind of wild for Aloe to call Phantasm that far out. But it had the sword charged up enough in time, and it worked out for the Princess. Elevator, sour spot. But again, Aloe still has some tricks up his sleeve here. Down air. Going to send the Zelda careening. A little bit of a mishap. Surviving off of another, that time I want to say unexpectedly up B, but side B in the Phantasm. All the same. Or rather, not side B, but down B. Going to claim it for Aloe. Obviously, both players need a breather because it is a wild, wild 4 games. And we have one more to go. The be-all, end-all today. We'll see who takes it. Both players calculating everything that has brought them to this moment, everything they have learned in the past 2 sets. Aloe shaking his head, seems ready to go. MPG music pick locked in, ready to go. Here we go. Grand Finals reset round. Game 5 of No Jawns 5 to determine our winner tonight. Here it comes. MPG and Aloe. Let's get it started.
3, 2, 1.
Hopping right back to small battlefield. What's the play here? MPG, again, going a lot more bulwark, being a lot more aggressive in these early interactions. Let's see what the answer is. Zelda has to move in. Aloe has to find some way in. Mid-game, cut down the stage in half. Now you've cut it down to nothing. So I would see MPG very wisely retreating and waiting for a whiff on platform, nowhere to run to, so he got a back air confirmation. Phantasm again with that upswing of that shield, or the sword rather. And already I'm biting my nails. I cut them 2 days ago and they are still fine. You know, 2 days is enough, but if I had nails, I'd bite them for these early interactions. Let's see how the rest of this round goes here. Aloe with control on stage is able to knock MPG out before I think the 2-frame was a factor. Now he's missing the mark. Second time, though, because MPG didn't have a follow-up off of Sour Spot, hit, flash kick. Sweet Spot found the mark. First stocks going advantage Aloe. But again, MPG has Aloe relegated to that right side. Crash Bomb pinned him in, but shielded through the Crash Bomb blast and was able to confirm into the Flame Blade hit. And we are reset right back to fresh stocks on our second stocks here for both players. Redirects with Nehru's Love off that platform pressure. Phantasm cut short because he was jumping before the pellet was called out. Reached around Zelda's head and hit the Phantasm. Bouncing Metal Blade, not finding the mark. Cutting through is the Phantasm's blade. And because he was pinned to that platform, we saw a nair in from Zelda, who doesn't realize it, finally realizes they have a Crash Bomb applied. As we see a reset here, and because of those Crash Bomb confirms and those mitigations, led to MPG had a small but apparent percentage lead, and it is still seemingly doing so. MPG, Flame Blade in hand, will it stoke the fires of his victory? Or will Zelda stoke some fires of her own with that up air? Nair leading down is going to lead to a huge string, double fair bear. Leaf shield, up close and personal, nowhere for this Zelda to run to. Flame Blade in hand, throws it, but Aloe didn't roll away or run past the Mega Man. Phantasm not far enough to find his mark. Breaking the grab attempt, though. Down air, bobbing and weaving away from the bear. Second time shielding through bear. Crashing down the Phantasm with that charge smash attack. Hopping away with Rush to avoid the Phantasm. Pellets stifling. Name of the game. Name of MPG tonight. Stifling Aloe's advances. They are ballerinaing through each other. Bob and weaving back and forth. Has to wait and shield because of the Crash Bomb. Solo flash kick confirm puts us at final stocks, game 5. Final hit gets a pivot grab. Didn't want to bet it on a short, you confirm. See what it is. Flame Blade in hand. Gets an errant hit of Nair, but an up air. That is a full breadth of the up air, applying 20 damage solo. And I hope I don't pass out. I'm actually getting way too lightheaded for this. Dash attack off of a down tilt. Gives Aloe some traction. Pivot grab, down throw, a lot of damage, misses the confirm. Fair from MPG, second time missing the mark. Is he too low? No. Flame Blade will take it. It's surprising all of us except the man here, but it is full hugs all around. Brotherly love all the same. It is brotherly love because we're in the Philadelphia area, but once again, we have been robbed of having a Philly native take our victory, but still very earnestly and very well-deserved victory from our invader today. MPG going to take our No Jawns 5 ultimate bracket here tonight. That was one to go back and watch after the live stream, because it's the adaptation from Aloe, the redirection from aggressive gameplay to defensive gameplay, realizing, as MPG says, he's kicking my a $sign there. But yeah, it was just a well-fought battle, pushing us to that last hit scenario. Tried and true measure of what Smash Ultimate is still all about these long 7 or 8 years later. Just go back and watch it. I'm going back and watch it just because of I'm getting a commentary reel going, but that was definitely fun to watch, and I will happily watch that time and time again. Be sure for you guys to go back and watch it as well. Be sure to watch some of our other events that are happening. I think some still are happening at our venue here today. Go check out the other streams that are available for our No Jawns event today. And once again, I want to thank the crew that has run this bracket so valiantly. Hats off to String Cheese for being our solo TO, taking down everybody's scores, character data as well, and just charging through as quick as possible. Thank you to Ariel on the 1s and 2s, doing a phenomenal job making this run as seamlessly and as beautifully as possible with our broadcast side of things. I have been Mini Boss. I hope you like my solo commentary. It's been a long time, back in the Smash 4 days since I did solo comms. I hope I wasn't too annoying. But thank you guys for tuning in. Once again, MPG, very deservedly, taking our No Jawns Ultimate bracket today. Maybe No Jawns 6. Maybe someone out there in Philadelphia will take it, but we'll have to wait until next year. Until then, signing off.